CrossFit and welcome to being Relentless vlog. There's a lot of non-programming items to cover today, so let's get to that. Number one, big thank you for everybody to go ahead and doing their best to stay on their normal schedule of how you usually use alternative forms of transportation, or people testing out what that was like, even though we had 2 days of just crazy weather in the beginning. So thank you so much again for that. Remember, today is going to be the last day that we're going to go and be taking signatures of support. So make sure if you haven't gotten, come on in and go ahead and sign in during classes, or if you have a sheet at home that has signatures, make sure you bring it in. Also, this is the last day to go ahead and submit that letter of support, guys. Remember, it doesn't have to be an actual physical letter. It doesn't have to be a letter in PDF form, email to us. It can even just be a response, right? So guys, thank you so much, and all the support. It's extremely helpful, and it is great to see everybody's support, and not only verbally but actually putting action, literally pen to paper, fingers right to keyboard, to really seeing how much you guys really do care for the community. It's amazing. So with that, guys, the two other items that are happening Saturday, we've got a few teams at a local competition in West Seattle, so go ahead and look on that at the membership Facebook page. It's called, so that should be fun. Go ahead and have it. Is a chunk of it during Team WOD, so go ahead if you can, have a week off, go out, cheer a chunk of people out there. Now, with that as well, Sunday, remember the Mariners game got changed since everybody decided, hey, you know what, we'd rather not do a Mariners game. We'd rather do Seahawks. We're going to be watching the Seahawks game at the North Lake Tavern and Pizza Place. Great place. It's kind of one of those rare kind of like gems in the rough that a lot of people don't know about, but it's a great place just to hang out. Amazing pizza, TV screen. We have a reservation for about 20 people there, and I'm sure they can accommodate more if you guys come out. So we'll see you on the flip side. Guys, let's jump into programming for Fit for Life athletes, guys. This is going to be an awesome WOD. It's going to be extremely challenging. It's going to involve rope climbs and a fair amount of them. So go ahead, know that your scaling options should be to essentially knock the volume down of rope climbs rather than 2, knock it to 1 every time it's a rope climb set, and then go ahead and make sure you're scaling the squat clean thruster weight to where you can at least do 2 every time, or at least in the beginning, right? At least in the beginning. With that, since it is rope climbs, make sure you keep with the rope climb etiquette. If you're coming on down, get out of the way unless you're going to go right back up. With that, this should be a WOD that is a little bit more sprinty, right? It should be the only thing that's going to prevent you from being able to make this a quicker workout is just the muscular endurance on the back half of the WOD for the squat clean thrusters or the rope climb. So just be smart on that, right? Don't go ahead and go out way too fast, because you're going to hit that wall way too soon, right? This is go ahead, pace it in the beginning so you can keep the speed at the end as well. With that, you're going to be doing GHD sit-ups and handstand push-ups at the end of it, so you'll go ahead and be nice and warmed up to get upside down and inverted. Now, for you competitive athletes, you're going to go ahead and with this WOD, it's optional. So you're going to be maxing out tomorrow for your snatch and your clean and jerk. So go ahead and be smart with this WOD. Either don't do it at all if you know it's going to wreck you and destroy your CNS or just make you way too sore for tomorrow, or go ahead and just scale accordingly. Scale the volume down, scale the load down, scale the intensity down somehow, some way. Or if you can't max out tomorrow, go ahead and take the lifting session, max out, and then go ahead and do the WOD afterwards. Reorganize it. Just be smart. Set yourself up for success. Listen to your body. Not just how your muscles are feeling, but how sharp are you feeling today, right? And then try to extrapolate that into later on today or tomorrow. So with that, let's talk about the skill WOD. The skill WOD, your prioritization is being under control in the handstand walk into the wall and then completing a few handstand push-ups. Now, for a lot of us, right, we're still working on how much control and proprioception we actually have during handstand walking. So this is going to give you a chance to be like, okay, cool, I'm going to walk into the wall. I have to be under control and be able to go ahead and drop into a handstand push-up, right? And think of this as almost a way to go ahead and start practicing handstand walking into freestanding handstand push-ups, right? With this, the way that I want you to guys prioritize and scaling is go ahead, increase the amount of rounds, decrease the amount of the length of handstand walking. So rather than 20, maybe 15, maybe 10. Decrease the amount of cardio, right, down, and then go ahead and decrease the handstand push-ups. So you get to practice more of that transition from handstand walking to a handstand push-up, right? And of course, if you feel good, everything feels great, then go ahead and just make them strict handstand push-ups to go ahead and work on that strength specifically. Guys, so as always, have a good one. Be relentless in everything that you do, and we'll see you on the flip side.